You are listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report, episode 145.1, our daily scoreboard for high school and college sports in Blackford, Delaware, Grant, Howard, Madison, Tipton, and Northern Hamilton counties, plus NFL playoff results and IU and Purdue basketball.
You're listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report with your host, Greg Mengelt.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you've chosen to listen to the Central Indiana Sports Report. Thank you for making us part of your day. Today is January 11, 2025. It's a Saturday, so it's another day for the Central Indiana Sports Report. I'm your host, Greg Mengelt, and I love Central Indiana sports. Coming to you today from headquarters in Jeffersonville, producer Susie is in the control room. Welcome to our new format. The daily scoreboard show, will be the main podcast every single day. I'll let you know what's going on all over Central Indiana in high school, college, and professional sports, plus national sports of interest to Central Indiana fans. We will continue to have tons of other segments, including basketball reports, wrestling, swimming, weeks in review, reactions to major sporting events and local team games. Eric and Ryan Robinson on college football, Will Rutherford on professional sports, but our main subject, of course, remains high school sports. We start Saturday's daily scoreboard with the girls' Madison County basketball tournament final round. Pendleton Heights won its 11th Madison County Championship Saturday and its first in 4 years with a 79-34 win over Frankton in the championship game Saturday at Frankton. 2 days after their first loss of the season, Jack Hosier scored 30 points in Alexandria's 66-27 win over Elwood for third place in the county. LaPel finished fifth with a 71-9 win over Anderson Prep, and Anderson got its second win of the season, beating Liberty Christian 50-29. The boys' Madison County Championship has been rescheduled for Monday. It's Liberty Christian at Anderson, the three-time reigning county champions. Oak Hill is 16-1 overall and 5-0 in the CIC after a 52-11 win over Blackford. Madison Grant fell to Southwood 52-26 despite getting 14 points from freshman Grace Wood. Western beat Logansport 56-25 for its fourth win in a row. Mississinawa lost 46-42 to Manchester despite getting 16 points from senior J.C. Crick. Yorktown won its fifth game in a row, handing Shelbyville its first Hoosier Heritage loss 60-40. Lily Sylvester had 19 points in the win. Jennifer Jacoby's Rossville Hornets beat Tiffany Longworth Boris Taylor Titans 54-31, and 14-6 Westfield won its fifth straight game 53-14 over Hamilton Heights. Number 1 Hamilton Southeastern is 18-0 after a 75-43 win over Carroll. Number 11 Noblesville won its 10th straight 55-52 over 13th ranked Lawrence North. Carmel beat Heritage Christian in overtime 59-49. Whitco outscored Rochester 19-6 in the fourth quarter for a 49-35 Three Rivers Conference win. Wabash is 13-4 after beating Maconaquah 56-38. Peru won its fourth straight 54-34 over Delphi. Allie Lewis scored 19 points in Western Boone's 47-45 win over Clinton Prairie. Class A number 8 Tri beat Shenandoah 49-40 to win the Henry County Championship. Monroe Central won the Randolph County title with a 51-18 win over Union City. And 2A number 4 Northeastern beat Centerville 61-33 to win the Wayne County title. In boys basketball, Oak Hill overcame a 10-point deficit in the final 2 minutes to beat Peru 77-73 in overtime. Sophomore Jace Tonigal had a career-high 39 points in the win. Eastbrook beat Cowan by 38 points, 64-26. The Panthers are now 4-5. Blackford went 9 for 25 from the free throw line and 4 for 26 behind the three-point line in a 53-49 loss to South Adams. Hamilton Heights led Frankfort 46-9 at the half in a 76-30 victory. Junior Reese Knapp went 7 for 9 from behind the three-point line and finished with 28 points. Western clinched the Hoosier Conference East Division with an ugly 54-46 win over Logansport. Eli Mast had 17 points and Carter Biggs 16 in the win. Julius Gizzi, one of the best players in Indiana, scored 24 points. In Class 3A, number 7 New Pals, big 69-56 HHC win over Delta. 4A, number 19 Kokomo won its fifth straight 85-83 in overtime over Fort Wayne Snyder. Zion Bellamy scored 30 points for the Wildcats. 13th ranked Noblesville is 8-4 after beating Muncie Central 63-23. Sheridan improved to 10-2 overall and 3-0 in the Hoosier Heartland following a 74-56 win over Rossville. Class A, number 14 Clinton Prairie improved to 7-1 overall, overcoming Northwestern 46-42. Fourth-ranked Greenfield Central came from behind to beat number 16 Mount Vernon 60-55 for a key Hoosier Heritage win. Braylon Mullen scored 34. Number 6 Westfield beat rival Carmel 52-43 for its fifth straight win. It was Hamilton Southeastern 58, Lawrence Central 56. Warren Central beat Lawrence North 64-60 in overtime. 3A number 4 Garin Catholic is 12-2, following a 63-46 win over Heritage Christian. Senior Ethan Zahn set Huntington North's single-game scoring record with 42 points in a 74-47 win over Southwood. Number 14 Avon and Plainfield advanced to the championship game of the Hendricks County Tournament. And Tri beat Shenandoah 46-40 to win the Henry County title. To high school wrestling, 9th-ranked New Haven won their own invitational Saturday, beating runner-up Hamilton Heights by nearly 70 points. Muncie Central finished 13th. Hamilton Heights had two champions. Junior Simon Kuhn, who is 21-1 after winning the 138-pound division, and senior Michael Kane, who is 31-1 after winning at 165 pounds. Muncie Central senior Nathan Spears pinned Carroll's Boston Blake to win the 113-pound division. Mishawaka won an invitational at East Noble. Madison Grant finished 8th. Argyle senior Boston Caudell won the championship at 215 pounds with 4 straight pins. And Trip Hazley won at 132 pounds with a pin and 2 technical falls. Mechanical won its own invitational, beating runner-up Lewis Cass. Eastbrook finished 6th, and Westdale was 8th. Eastbrook junior Keegan Hallis is 29-1 after winning the 132-pound division. And Eastbrook junior Jesus Marin won the title at 138 pounds. Westdale senior Malachi Dubois won at 175, beating Logansport sophomore Quentin McLeod 7-5 in the championship match. The Warriors also had 3 runners-up. Our first wrestling report, a look back at Friday's girls wrestling regional results, will be out sometime Sunday. In swimming, Oak Hills girls won the Jay County Invitational. Kelly Moore won the 200 and 500 freestyle championships. She was also on the winning 400 freestyle relay team. To the NFL playoffs, the Ravens and Texans advanced in the AFC playoffs. Houston beat the Chargers 32-12. The Texans defense had 4 sacks and 4 interceptions in the win. Baltimore had 464 yards, including 299 on the ground, and a 28-14 win over rival Pittsburgh. The AFC playoffs continue Sunday at 1 o'clock. Denver is at Buffalo. That game is on CBS. Then the NFC playoffs get started on Sunday afternoon when Green Bay goes to Philadelphia at 4:30 on Fox. Then Sunday's games conclude at 8 o'clock with Washington at Tampa Bay on NBC. On Monday, the Rams and Vikings will play in Phoenix. To college basketball, Indiana suffered an 85-60 loss at Iowa to fall to 4-2 in the Big Ten. The loss ended the Hoosiers' 5-game winning streak. IU shot 40% from the field and had 15 turnovers. They are now 13-4 overall. 12-4 Purdue goes for its 5th straight win Sunday when the Boilermakers host 12-3 Nebraska at noon on the Big Ten Network. Number 19 Purdue is 4-1 in the Big Ten, a half game behind leaders Michigan and Michigan State, who are both 4-0. Ball State shot 59% and blew out Bowling Green 91-69 Saturday in a MAC contest. Peyton Sparks was one of 6 Cardinals in double figures. He finished with 19 points and 13 rebounds. Bryce Williams scored 14 points, and Nolan Swan finished with 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Anderson's 69-66 win over Mount St. Joseph's on Saturday. The Ravens are 11-3 following their 3rd straight win. 11-6 Taylor beat Goshen 110-102 in triple overtime on Saturday in Upland. Senior Anton Webb finished with 33 points and 20 rebounds for the Trojans. Evan Kratz had 31 points and 11 rebounds as IUK blew past IU Columbus 109-68. The Cougars are now 12-4 overall and 3-1 in the River States Conference. Indiana Wesleyan is 12-5 after an 84-71 win over Mount Vernon Nazarene. Both teams are now 2-5 in the Crossroads League. And now you know everything we know about Central Indiana sports. Thank you for listening. If you enjoy the Central Indiana Sports Report, please consider liking, subscribing, or following us on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or YouTube so you don't miss a single segment. Just search Central Indiana Sports Report. And if you want to do something else helpful, it would be very nice of you if you would tell a friend about the Central Indiana Sports Report. Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media. I love Susie.